Chairman Park Han-gi, let's invite him to the stage. I have a lot of feelings in my heart. Atomy's legend Imperial Master Im Seung-tak was on the stage. It's special to me. So rather than the old days, the stories of old days, it's better. I mean, I used to talk a lot about my future, the heaven, but his speech reminded me of my old days, which is not the thing that I talked about a lot recently. Imperial Master Im Seung-taek is the one who is very special, and I always tell him, "You are the number one Atomian," because he is actually the one who came to me when I didn't prepare anything, and he said, "I want to do the business with you." I wanted to make him to become the number one leader, but he used to work for a fund company and he failed, so he said then the board will better have another one. So he is actually a very mature person. I had the list of 250 people, asking them to become the representative for other leaders. Later on, some of them came to me, but later on they just did some bad things. Our Yoon Young-sung, the number one leader, he have provided me with a lot of advice about management, about running the business, and I told him, "You should become the representative leader," and he was surprised me. He said, "I cannot do anything. I will do all the things. You can just stay on this position." Because we need to have all the leaders. To do that, we need the number one leader, right? So I spent 2 to 3 months to find the number one leader. My Im Seung-tak also refused to do that. So I thought it makes sense. The reason why he refused made sense. So Yoon Young-sung is the number one leader for Atomy, and I think he's a really, really kind person. You don't know who is the number two. I think the number two doesn't really use our product, so the code was deleted. So number 3 is Im Seung-taek, Imperial Master Im Seung-taek. At the time, we didn't really have anything, but he believed in me, and he has always been with me. So he is a very, very special person for me. Now, today, he became the imperial master. He could have become an imperial master earlier, but he just did many good things for other people, and he supported his partners, and he also invited the people he recruited to his partners other than right under his line. So I had to help him. So I have the number one leader, Yoon Yong-sung, and number two was lost, and we have number three leader, Im Sun-taek. We have Kim Sung-il, Park Jong-soo, Park Yong-ho, Choi Kyu-jung, all those royal and crown masters, all the promotions, they have been invited together. So they are all one family. Number one leader, Yoon Young-sung, Dr. Yoon Young-sung. So I told him to just stay there. So I invited Crown Master Kim Sun-sik under him, and our Royal Master Im Seung-taek, he just did only one line, so I added my Master Shim to him. So they started working together. That is the structure of the initial leader, about 10 leaders on the early days. Actually, I only have 5 people who I recruited by myself, but we have more than 16 million people being recruited to Atomy all across the world. So many people are worried about recruiting, saying that they didn't really recruit a lot of people, but actually the founder of Atomy, I actually only recruited only 5 people, and with the list, I called a lot of people on the list, and I only had 10 leaders who actually worked with me. You don't really have to be worried about I don't have a lot of people in my team. Instead, what you have to do is to support the 5 people, the small group of people that you recruited by yourself. And you should also support those people under them. You should support them. You should support their partners. So some of you can introduce the product and also the business. Then you can tell your partners confidently, I will make you successful. Just follow me. Just follow me and you can become successful. You should tell that to your partners with confidence. So you have the partners, you should not blame your partners saying you are not working hard. You're not working hard. That is why I am not becoming successful. You should not do that. Rather, you should help them. You should support them, thinking that I will make them successful, and you should show them your pride and confidence as well so that they can believe in you. And I feel like everything have changed a lot. We talk a lot about legend, and he talked about some old days, and it made me emotional. But today, Atomy has entered 23 countries all over the world. We have a lot of MLM companies in the world, but we are among the top 100, and we are among the top 10 MLM companies all around the world. Our growth is very fast and it is envied by many other people and they are afraid of us. We don't really have special thing. We are just a normal company. We focus on normal things. So distribution is to sell good products at low prices. But selecting good products and selling them at low prices, of course, you should be very special. Our special management style is also respected by those scholars. We have this book called Chobyuka Era, and the subtitle is Sustainability Lab Atomy. The Professor Yoon Jung-gu of Ewha Women's University wrote a book about atomy. And those students in the master's degree and doctor's degree, they read this book and study atomy as a good case, good practice. So our future management is not about anticipating and predicting future because there are a lot of things that are changing. Then with this many things changing, what we should do as a business, so the answer is atomy. This is what the book says. And it is called Super VUCA Era. So you can just type in Chobyuka in Korean, Super VUCA. Then you can find the book. But this is really hard to understand. Actually, scholars, they say something easy in a very different way. But, of course, and the first half of the book is about theory and it'll be very hard to understand. And later, you can also read about some cases regarding atomy cases, atomy stories. So Atomians might feel it's easy to understand because there are a lot of experiences and cases of atomy. Then you might, after reading the atomy story part, then you will understand the theory. So the stories and that we talk about every day would become very professional after reading this book. This is #1 in sales in many bookstores among many company management related books. Today, Atomy is also admired and accepted by those management scholars. I had a dinner with a high-profile person in politics. The Fair Transaction Committee also is also looking at Atomy. Actually, the committee is a very powerful organization for distribution companies. They can stop a company's business even without having a trial. And they give customer-centered management acknowledgement and certificate. They give the certificate to only 100 companies in Korea. I was really happy to get the certificate. We have tried to apply for that certificate. Please come to our office. And they said, you are direct selling company. We don't go to any direct selling company. That is why they didn't even come to us. So we sent all the materials to them, and they tried and visited our office. And the professors, the auditors told us, you exceeded our expectation. I used to have the stereotype about the MLM and direct selling companies, but your management system is even better than all the companies in all fields. That is how we got the certificates. I felt many things. From that experience, Atomy's legend Im Sing Tak has become the legendary Imperial Master. But and now today Atomy has grown this much. We are acknowledged not only in Korea but also in overseas countries as well globally. So the old stories from you, Imperial Master Im Sung Tak, remind me of the past. So in this system, you can become successful. First of all, you should make sure that I will do this. Many people spend a lot of time while thinking about, should I do this? And you can also get a lot of evidence on the internet about how good the Atomy is. In the past, at the early days, we didn't really have any evidence to make people believe in us. We didn't really have a good web page.
So what I want to say is the Im Sung Tak Imperial Master, he had this vision and he had this eyesight to see the vision of Atomy. So for people like him, he will succeed no matter what. But now the situation is different because Atomy, we have already got a lot of certifications, we have a lot of acknowledgement from different kind of organization, proven that Atomy is a good company with good systems, with good facilities. And so what are you still hesitating about Atomy? And you don't need to go to anywhere to get these informations. You can just go to YouTube and search Atomy, and you will see so many speeches from the successful leaders telling you that this is the ladder of success. And also, you can easily buy one or two products and try it and see if it's that good. And if you don't think it's good, then you can just leave it. You can just choose another path. But at first, you have to try it or you have to understand it. And if you don't want to do this, it's really hard for you to succeed. So the most important thing is to take the first step. And actually there's nothing difficult in this world. And there's no big dreams, small dreams. It all depends on yourself, how you see the business, how you see your dreams, how you see the world. And Atomy will be the evidence because we will show you people like Im Sung Tak, our new Imperial Master. At first, he is so broke and Atomy itself is so broke and we are such a small company at that time, but all we have is that big dream and faith and a vision inside our head. We made our first logo using an A4 paper, but now Atomy has gone global. We have become the global top 10 MLM company, and we will be better than any supermarkets, any online shopping mall, and we will rule the distribution market. And that's what we think. At the first day, we found Atomy, and we still think like that. And this is our dream. And when it's in front of this kind of dream, no, there's no problems that will stop us, make us give up. Even at that time, we don't even have money to buy lunch or dinner, and we was using a very broke office. But now we have hundreds, thousands of products, and we have catalogs. We have a legit official homepage to show every product's introduction to you. And there are so many products. So please try it for at least once. At first, we have nothing in our company. So, ladies and gentlemen, you have your reason to succeed. For in Singtech Imperial Master, he has his own reason for success because he has his beloved wife, his daughters, and he's the father, and he's the person who is responsible for his family. And he has his brother, and he was being treated so bad, and he lived a hopeless life. But the thing that bring him out of that miserable life is the dream that he had and the last hope that he have in deep in his heart that he never could give up. So it depends on what kind of dreams you want, how many you love, how you love your families, and how many passion, the love deep in your heart. And if you have that dream, if you have that love in your heart, there's nothing will stop you. It's not about there's no way out or there's no methods or you have no chance. In Atomy, you don't need nothing to succeed. We don't need education or high education. We don't need diplomas. We don't need special skills. Everyone can become the successful leaders in Atomy. And it's not for yourself, it's for your family, for the people you love. Why? Why won't you give it a try? So, people, please live your life and try it. Give it a try. Work hard and don't sleep that much. We don't need that much sleep. You know, for us, we have been sleeping in the sauna, we have sleeping in the parking lots. We have those times. But the thing that makes us keep on going is the hope. Even when the world denies us. But now, we can say it out loud, proudly to anyone that we are doing Atomy. And we will be the successful leaders, and we will be the number one of the industry. And yes, I don't have a lot of education, I don't have a lot of abilities, but still, I can be recognized by people in the world. Because now Atomy is not that ordinary company anymore. We are being studied by these scholars in our business module. Our Imperial Master Im Sing-tet said it's the people you met matters the best. And actually, I have met a lot of great people in my life. In this earth, there are many precious souls that we need to help them. And when I was hopeless, when I was all alone, our Father didn't give us up. So after I believed in the God, I know that there is hope and there is love in this world. There is love in my heart. And I become so graceful about everything. And I think after meeting God, I found the answer of my life. So no matter how long you live, humans will eventually die. Even if a person like me have now become the chairman of a corporation, but still I will die eventually. So actually, it doesn't matter how long you live, but what you have achieved in your life. For those materialistic wealth, we actually couldn't bring them with us after we died. So it doesn't matter. It's the heart that matters. The love towards your beloved ones, your families. That's why even when it is the first year of after Atomy was established, I told people to help the others. And not a lot of people can do that. And so day by day, we work hard. We put all our efforts. We working 24/7 every day. And we had our first little office. And we post every delivery mailbox by ourselves. But now we have this global corporation named Atomy, but I think it's not all about me because it's not my achievements. And now I'm getting older, so I want to think about how to deliver the message of God. And as a chairman, I worked for so many years, and I actually can continue working, but I have to find the meaning of life. So for the people who met Atomy, you will succeed. And for network marketing, there are three types of rich. One is money rich. The second one is friend rich, who have a lot of friends. And if you do Atomy, you will have these two things. Money. You can see our Imperial Master. And also friends. We have a lot of friends. See, our Imperial Master, no matter where they go, which airport they arrive, there will be people holding baguettes to welcome them. So if you do Atomy, you'll have a lot of friends. So the third one is time rich. So actually, literally, we will have time, like physically, but while doing Atomy, you will eventually enjoy the time freedom, which you'll have time to do the things that really means something to you and to do the things you want. And now I'm almost 70. And like our Park Jong-soo Imperial Master who have known me the first day when I established Atomy, and we have established this company 20 years ago, and now we are getting old. And now our Park Jong-soo Imperial Master, he's 10 years old, younger than me, but like 10 years later, he'll be also in my age. So we are the same, and we don't really have that much of time. So when at a day we come to this world, and every day we are losing time, and we don't have the second chance. So it's important to figure out what is the real meaning of the life. So actually, there is two types of life. One is called the bios, which is the biological life, and the other is when after you go to the heaven, and that is a life event, a eternity life named Joel. So now I am starting to understand and study about this Joel from the Bible, because time flies. And when you do Atomy, you will have more and more money, you will have more and more friends, but for time, we can't really earn time. So in Atomy, we can bring you money rich and friend rich, but for time rich, you have to do it yourself.
So that is why I stress the importance of meeting Father. We have Success Academy every third Friday, but on every fourth Friday in our headquarters in Gongju, we will have the revival meeting. I hope everyone who is in this room can be part of it. We will also. You don't really have to be worried about the number of places, the number of chairs, and those who want to come to the meeting, you can contact our Yoon Young-sung master. Everyone, the new masters, congratulations and thank you. Once again, please give him big hand.
구독, 좋아요 눌러주세요.